Hey folks, welcome to our Run Club podcast, episode 70.
70, baby.
70, folks, you heard that correctly. That's a lot. We're getting up there.
So what are we, septuagenarian or something? Is that the word?
I think so. I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, we might have to Google that later and edit it in.
Yeah,
So.
70 episodes, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, that's nuts.
And today, what I want our listeners to do is just, cast your memories back, if you will, to locations that you like to run in, that you have run in warm weather. Okay, not winter weather, not fall weather, summer weather, warm weather.
When it's hot.
Yeah, when it's hot and perhaps humid. Or just hot and summery, think July, think August, and think back to places that you've run at, because that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about our top 5 locations that we've run in during warm weather.
Yes.
Yeah, and these places could be anywhere, right?
Right.
It could be in your home state. They could be in another country, and that's what we're gonna share with you, our top 5, and we think it'll be kind of a neat thing. There aren't any events going on. We know that you're all in the thick of it right now in summer, running and maybe doing virtual events, and we thought this might be a good way to just kind of like revisit places that you've been to, or appreciate the places that you've run in, all the different locations and settings. So
I think too it'll be, well, at least mine have kind of a theme. I think it'll be helpful for folks too. So if they're having this kind of how do you say it? If running's getting a little redundant and you're kind of doing the same routes over and over again, maybe you can kind of listen to the lists that we got going on and find some places around you that are kind of similar.
Okay.
And it might help make your running, because for me, my list, they're all places that I like to run in when it's hot and humid.
Yes.
Because it helps. It's not going to be that hot and humid at these places.
Okay.
It's a little cooler.
It's going to help with it, deal with the conditions a little bit better.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. There are places that sometimes I seek out when it's hot and humid, and I go, I think I'm going to run at this place because I know I'm going to be
cool.
in a better spot.
Yes,
right?
I gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
Before we get into that though, Ray.
Right, we're going to how the heck are you?
I'm feeling so good, man.
We need to talk about, how we've been doing.
This week in running.
Yes. I like that. This week in running.
This week in running. We should come up with a little sounder. This week in running.
Yeah.
How have you been, man? How's your running going?
It's been good. Still throwing a consistency card out there. That's my bag these days. Just try to be consistent. Not going overboard with miles. I'm not going overboard with speed. I mix it up,
Mm-hmm.
Some days I go longer, some days I go shorter, some days I go faster, slower. A lot of days really kind of turn into fartleks, right?
Yeah.
I just do what I can do.
When you say fartlek, what do you mean? You go faster for some of it?
Yeah, faster for some of it when I feel the need, or I'm to mix it up a bit. But okay, I'm gonna do this whole straightaway here, and I'm gonna go I'm gonna go fast for telephone pole, and or maybe go fast every other telephone pole, and so or I'm gonna run fast for the next 3 minutes up this crazy steep hill and that kind of thing. So
see, what I usually do is I walk up the really steep hill.
Yes, walk up backwards.
I go backwards.
Yes.
Stretch
out your calves and your thighs.
But no, that's cool.
Good.
That's a good way to mix it up, keep yourself interested.
Yeah.
It does prevent running from becoming boring when you start to throw in those intervals, hill workouts, that type of stuff.
You gotta mix it up. Sometimes. I gotta tell you though, it's been tough, Especially yesterday, I went out in the evening, and I was tired from working, and it was really hot and humid. And we had a little reprieve from the hot and humid weather for a couple of days, so we came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, today's supposed to be brutal.
Yeah, it is. You can feel it. It's all sticky and gooey here, that's for sure. But yeah, so it was like a little sluggish, but I did it, you know. And in the end, when I wasn't too happy during it because I was like, oh, you know, I was just a little achy too, and you know, from working around the yard and putting together a trampoline. And
Oh, that's fun.
it's fun.
Little
Kids love it.
cross-training.
I love it too. It's actually a good cross-training thing to do. But yeah, it's been good. How about you?
Dude, it's been so good.
Is it so good? So good. So
But,
good.
no, I've had a pretty good week of running here. I'm like you. I'm just trying to be consistent. I have run. What's cool now is since Christine isn't teaching, I get a little double run in. I get the morning because I've tried to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, have my cup of coffee, go for my run at 5:30. And now I do that, and when I get back, it's family run time.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
we
you're
do-
doing doubles, but you're going back to back.
Back-to-back
right away.
doubles.
Good for you.
So it's been a very good week for that. And I'm trying to do some like push-ups, some sit-ups, some like cross-training type of stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't do it today, but yesterday, day before that, trying to just
Jeez. Yeah.
work it into
Great.
the routine, you know?
Good.
Um,
It's good when you have a little more time, and
Right.
you know you don't have to rush, and you could work those things back in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, in a busy world, you do sometimes, or you can, not you, but I'm just saying in general. Some people, not me, but you could forget, or you could just not have time to do those
Yeah, I
things.
see. With me, what's going to happen 2 weeks from now, that'll all go away,
Yeah.
and then I'll have to build it back in again, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm like a roller coaster.
Take
with
the
that stuff.
opportunity to learn now to kind
Exactly.
of work, like core work, you know,
Mm-hmm.
back into your routine, you know, back into your schedule.
Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm trying to stay consistent with that as well as the running.
Nice.
We got like for me, the last few weeks have been like getting the pool open for the
Oh,
summer,
yeah.
and that has taken a lot of time.
Sounds
the
like it.
previous like 3-4 weeks, but now it's open, cleaned up.
Yeah.
Just got all I got to just flip the switch, and I'm good to go.
And you flip the switch to what, the filter or something like that?
flip the
Turn
switch
it
to
on,
the filter,
boom.
turn it on, maybe do a little scoop of the bugs out of the thing,
Yeah,
and that's all I got to do.
right.
So now I have that more time to run, to
Yeah.
sit ups, blah blah blah.
And then it's speedo on, man.
Speedo
Jump
on.
in the water.
You know what? And let's get into our list because my first one
All right, what is it?
has something to do with
Speedo?
jumping in the pool
Oh, okay.
after the run.
All right.
So
we're gonna get right in. So
Let's get into
top five. We would say favorite running locations for
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Settings or locations. Well, usually, obviously, the locations are settings, and we can talk a little bit about those things.
yes,
Cool.
in the summertime specifically.
Specifically the summertime, because there's places that I like to run in the summer that I would not even think of in the
Right.
winter,
Yes,
because the conditions are just ridiculous. Cold wind, you
3
know,
feet of snow.
3 feet. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay,
Number 5
for you.
for me
Yep.
is a place called Ryan Park.
Okay.
So Ryan
Ryan
Park
Park.
is a lovely park in my hometown that's like legit right across the street from our neighborhood. It has like a ton of trails in it.
Wow.
It's around this like pond they call Belleville Pond.
Yeah.
It's
Heard of that pond.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of trails around it. It's got a little bridge that goes over like a little
Trails are nice.
pond. Part of the pond goes over the pond. It's a very lovely area to run. It's very scenic. But I like it in the summertime specifically because it's shady. You know? You're in the trails.
Yep.
Trees are covering you up. All the leaves are
Avoid
out.
that. Yeah, avoid that direct sunlight because it
Yeah.
can work on you.
It does.
Can
So
wear you down.
like I always wear a hat because of that.
I'm getting
And
better with the hat, by the way.
Hey, nice.
sorry.
That way.
Yeah.
But I always wear a hat to try to protect my face from the sun. But it's nice to have some shade, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Cools everything down. The pond's there too, so it's a little bit cooler because you're near the water.
Mhm.
Like you got waterfalls and crap. You can like put your little tootsies in if you get
Put your
get
tootsies
too
into
hot.
the waterfall. Wow.
I dip my tootsies in.
You
if it's
could,
too warm.
you know, like ice your feet, right?
Right, it's like a little
Ice
ice
your,
bath.
your tootsies after pre-run, post-run,
Mid-run.
Mid-run. That's cool.
Tootsie dip, you know? But yeah, so I love it for that. And then, since it's right near my house, I finish my run, I jump right in the pool, baby.
Right in your pool. Just go right in.
It's so hot,
Boom.
I just jump right in.
How's the water in your pool right now? Is it?
It's a little steamy.
Is it really?
It's like 80 degrees,
Oh, jeez.
75 degrees, but it's
You
still
should pour some Epsom salts in there, and take an Epsom salt bath.
Yeah. But no, I like it. It's
So that's your number 5 is Ryan Park.
Ryan Park, North Kingstown, Rhode Island.
Ah, sweet. That's
Yeah.
cool. My wife likes to do. Oh, she's trained for a virtual relay, which today was her last little shakeout run. It's on Saturday, and she's been doing a lot of running in shady areas. There's a Blackstone Valley bike path, which is runs through my town and other towns. It tends to be pretty shady, so she's been doing a lot there. That's where
cool.
she's going to do her virtual relay too. So
She's on the bike path. She's staying right there.
Yeah, for the most part. I think she's going to also run a little bit on the street from the bike path to our house, but that's only like 6/10 of a mile. But yeah, you avoid the direct sunlight.
Yes.
So as much as you can, because it wears on you. You know what I mean? So number 5 for me is we're going to go to the Southwest, the Great Southwest US of A, to a little place called Flagstaff, Arizona.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, I have cousins who live out there with their families, and it's a beautiful. It sits at like 7,000 feet, and it goes higher, but 7,000 feet, I believe it does. 7,000 feet. So it's you're at altitude.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. They have a great running community there. Nice, community run shop, and there are trails, and there are really nice long stretches of wide streets if you want to. But for me, I was getting out there and going to out into the woods. Gonna go for miles out in the woods. Some single track, but a lot of like fire roads and just flat, soft terrain, uphills, downhills, you name it.
Yeah.
And beautiful ponderosa pines, just beautiful. There's just certain smells and of like the vegetation out there, dry Southwest weather. So it's really cool. There's one place in particular I went to, which is Buffalo Park. It's called the Nate Avery Trail, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Okay.
I don't mean to interject.
Go ahead. You should.
But when I think summertime running,
Yeah.
I don't typically think I want to get away to Arizona.
Yeah.
Is it cooler
Yeah.
than I think it is?
Yeah. And I've been there at different times, but I'm not talking Phoenix, which can be like well over 100 degrees, 110, 115 degrees.
Right.
When you get up to Flagstaff, it's definitely cooler. I mean, you can get some really hot days, but for me, it's not bad. You get up there and it's and I like it to dry. I know that sounds
dry.
like yeah, I know it's ridiculous.
No, it's true.
To hear, but it's for me.
So
it does it get humid out there? Yeah, it get humid, but it's a drier climate. So and I really like that. So yes,
for me, it's not the heat, right?
it's the humidity.
It's the humidity.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's horrible. You just drip. You just get wet and you can't dry off, and then. Post run, you get in the shower, right? And when you get out of the shower, what happens? You're dripping with sweat. It just takes so long
It stinks.
to have that. It does stink.
You know what's interesting though, and I learned this from working here at the running store. All these technical fabrics that these t-shirts and these shorts and these shoes and socks are made of.
Yeah.
When it's really humid, not as effective.
No.
They got nowhere to go. The sweat's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But if you go out to Arizona, rock the technical tees, all that moisture's got to play. It's dry. The moisture can evaporate.
Yeah.
Here, when it's super humid, it just
Yeah.
it just stays.
It just everything on you. That's why Body Glide. Got to use a Body Glide.
Glide's
because you
huge.
get a tremendous amount of chafing when that happens.
Yes.
But yeah, Arizona's great. And when you get to Flagstaff, I mean, again, it's not Arctic cold up there in the summer. It gets warm. It does, but. It's just a different climate, and I really like it.
Right.
It's dry and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, it's number 5 for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should I do number 4?
You do number 4.
I think that'd be the
That's the next
one
number in line, right?
I'm gonna
Because
do
we're working
that.
our way up to 1, right?
Right. I'm gonna do that one. Number 4 for me. We're gonna hop on a plane as well.
Okay.
We gotta wear a mask when we get on.
Yes, we
No
do.
middle seat.
Right.
Social distance on
Yes.
the plane. We're taking a flight all across the country to the great state of California.
Ooh.
San Francisco. Francisco, California.
I like San Francisco.
It's,
I like San Francisco a lot.
It's a cool city, man.
It is. It's a hilly city.
It's hilly, but my spot that I like to run at,
Yes.
and I never say it correctly, is it the Embarcadero or something?
Yeah, Embarcadero. I think
Is
I know
that
what you're
it?
talking about. I believe so.
I didn't look.
I
I
believe
didn't
so.
look the name of it up before this. I should have to
Okay.
nail it down.
Yes.
But it's
I think you're correct.
all right. Cool. So
You're correct, sir.
So that spot is fantastic because it's really like one of the only flat places in San Francisco.
Okay.
Not too hilly. Right along the water, you got the Bay. Is it the Bay Bridge? Something Bay Bridge, and then you have the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes. Yeah. The Bay Bridge,
Yeah.
which leads over to Oakland, and then you got the Golden Gate.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you,
Beautiful
so
area. Beautiful. I visited it.
When I've been to San Francisco twice. I went for like a Yelp conference, and then I went just for funsies. And
Funsies.
the hotel was like only like half a mile from the Embarcadero, so
Sweet.
and it was near the Bay Bridge there. And I thought like, oh, I'm gonna run there, and then I'll run from the Bay Bridge to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
And it was a lot farther than I thought.
They look so close,
They
don't
look
they?
very
They look so
close.
massive, and so because they're so massive, they look real close. But,
Right,
yeah.
so I was like, oh, I'm
It's
gonna just
crazy
do
that
that
way.
run, and then I got to Golden Gate Park, and I still had a ways to go. And I was like, geez Louise, it was like a 13, 14-mile run.
Yeah, you're back.
And I gotta go back, so it was a little rough, but lovely.
Yes.
Beautiful scenery. You've got, you go through like Fisherman's Wharf there.
Mhm.
You've got seals lounging, which is kind of fun to see.
The sea lions
The sea lions, that's it.
Right.
Sea lions lounging on the
Yeah.
like
on the
docks.
wharfs and the docks.
Yeah, so that's fun. And
That's
then
cool.
you see like there's a ton of people, and then you go up a huge hill through Golden Gate Park,
Ah, yes.
and then you go through like past like where all like the rich people live probably,
Mm-hmm.
along the water there. You get to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then you turn around and come back. Go by the chocolate place,
Ooh. Oh,
Ghirardelli chocolate
Yeah.
factory.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Amazing.
It's crazy, isn't it? You smell that stuff and just like, ooh.
Oh man, I know where I'm stopping on the way back.
Yeah, it's neat.
Give myself some chocolates.
I didn't run in San Francisco when I was there, but I walked around a lot. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
a really beautiful city.
I found
Fun.
myself just going there all the time because when I walked around the city, it was very hilly and not
Yeah.
fun.
Aha.
That's number 4 for me, baby.
Cool. I got a number 4.
Let's hear it.
For me, number 4, and this is another one. It's not a cool place to go during the summer. It can be very, very hot, very, very humid.
Mhm.
However, it's really neat. And a little place called, we're going to get on a plane.
Oh
We're
yeah,
going to fly. It's not a long flight. You're going to land over in Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town.
Yeah, Chi-Town. And my sister lived there for a good long time, and I used to visit her a few times, and she lived in various neighborhoods, but she was pretty close to Lake Michigan. And
Ooh,
so
that's fun.
she lived, it's a really cool neighborhood. She lived in Andersonville, I believe, and Wrigleyville, and 2 places. And so for me, it was not a really long run to get to maybe, I don't know, I'm going to say like it was roughly about a mile, I remember, to get to Lake Michigan. And there's some neat
That's fun.
yeah, there's a neat path around Lake Michigan to run on. So it's hot and humid, but it was really cool, lots of sights and sounds. So for a little while, you get a little city blocks to run on, and that was kind of cool. Little hustle and bustle, you got to stop at some, lights, street lights, and stoplights. And then, but once you get out there towards the lake, there's a lot of great running. And there was a Nike trail that you could run on too, which was kind of neat, and a little loop. And then, beautiful.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Christine did the Chicago Marathon, and I loved running in Chicago.
Yeah.
What's nice about the stoplights in Chicago is people like do what it says.
They stop.
They stop.
So that they don't mow you down or anything.
Yeah,
like that,
and like
so.
the people who are walking and running, like okay, I have to stop and wait for it to turn to run mode or
Right.
walking mode.
Yeah.
I don't just blast out into the street.
Yeah.
Because around here, I don't pay attention to that. I just go.
Just go. You watch yourself around here.
Yeah,
People kind of fly.
they do, man.
Yeah.
We should take a break.
Let's take it. I thought that too. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll do a top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll be back.
We're back, baby.
We are back.
Man,
Indeed.
that was a break.
That was a serious break. Man, those grapes were good. It took a long time to eat those grapes, and so now we're back. I don't know where that came from. So, we'll go with your number 3?
Number 3, we're top 3. Okay. So, I think the rest of my list, we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to hop on any planes.
No.
Maybe we hop in the car, take a little drive.
Yeah. Public transportation, perhaps?
We could take the bus.
Yep, right. Cool.
Number 3 for me is a place called Ocean Road.
Ooh.
In lovely Narragansett, Rhode Island.
Okay. Yep.
Ocean Road's lovely.
Nice.
Because, again, it's by the ocean.
Yeah.
And if there's anything...
I love it.
If there's a common theme amongst my list...
Yeah.
It's water and oceans.
Yes. Talking ocean.
Talking oceans.
Atlantic Ocean in this case. Narragansett Bay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I love that route because it is, I do like out and back route there. I start at the Point Judith Lighthouse. Sometimes I'll start there. I'll run to Narragansett Beach.
Beautiful.
And I'll run back. Not super hilly. There is some shade along that route too, which is nice.
Yeah.
We have Scarborough Beach you run by. You run to Narragansett Beach. So if you need to do a little Tootsie Dip,
You could do it.
you can dip your Tootsies in the
You
beach.
can run right over, jump in the water if you want to.
Right.
And then jump out and go back running.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it. And because it's by the ocean, it's a little cooler. You get the ocean breeze blowing in.
Sweet.
Number 3 for me, Ocean Road.
Okay. It's a good one. I gotta tell you. It's a good one.
Is it on your list?
I'm not gonna tell you. Number 3 for me
Yes.
is we're gonna have to get on a plane. We're gonna fly out west again.
All right, cool.
For me, there's some theme there. I love being out west. I love the mountains. I love the drier climate, and I have family out there. We're going to Boulder, Colorado.
Ooh, lovely.
My sister lives in Lafayette, which is very close to Boulder, and I've spent a lot of time out in the Denver area, Boulder, and I would go to Boulder and do some running out there. I loved it. And there's a trail called the Chautauqua.
Chautauqua Trail?
Chautauqua, yep.
Yeah,
and there's that. It's the Park and Mesa Trail, and there's also Boulder Creek Trail, which is really, really super nice to go on, and I just love being there. Beautiful, and you'll see. I mean, there are so many runners out there, so many hikers. Everyone's an outdoor enthusiast.
I bet.
Well, there are a lot of outdoor enthusiasts, not everyone, but it's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
healthy people,
a lot of healthy fit
and
people.
you'll see a lot of people working out and enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
and I was out there enjoying myself too, and so.
Good deal, man. Is that at altitude too, or?
Oh yeah, it is.
You're up there.
Yeah.
You don't struggle breathing in?
Oh, you struggle. It's very humbling. I got to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
the first couple of runs, it's very humbling. So you just basically, if you have to, keep in low gear. Make sure you're hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're nourished, and take your time.
All right.
Get into it. It takes a while. But it can be done.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Number 2.
Number
two.
Who is number 2? Well, go ahead.
Number 2 combines my love for the ocean.
Yeah, me too. I've got that love too.
And my enjoyment of the trails in
Okay.
the summertime.
Ooh.
So a place called Goddard Park.
Very sweet.
Nice spot.
Place. I've run there before.
Bunch of trails, so you could get up to like 10 miles in there probably if you do like loops and stuff.
I like that.
But it's a park that is owned by the state that is free to go to.
Which is beautiful.
You can park there. There's a beach.
Yes.
There's some trails, so you can get out of the direct sunlight, and it's by the ocean, so it's cooler because you get the nice breeze flowing through.
You can mix it up too. You get a lot of trails, you get pavement, and get up at the water, and it's a good place.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a little sandy.
Yep.
The trails are sandy.
That's a little tough.
But that makes sense because it's near the ocean.
Yep.
And it's horse trails too, so you gotta dodge the horses and things.
Dodge and the
horse,
the horse manure. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
So you got to be on your toes there, but it's a great spot to run when it's hot out because you can dip your tootsies, you can jump in the ocean if you want to, and you get to stay out of the direct sunlight under the trees.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Okay.
Goddard park.
All right, so I'm coming home for, my top two. I'm coming home right here in the state of Rhode Island.
We're coming home, baby.
Here's the ocean team, because I love the ocean too. I always have since I was just a wee lad, and just fascinated with the ocean and love it.
There's no place like home, right?
There's no place like home. Yeah, seriously. And I love going to Newport.
Ooh.
Newport's a beautiful place to run. You can go downtown, run in that area. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's just always beautiful scenery. There's plenty of beaches to run by, so if you want to dip your tootsies, you can do that.
Yeah.
Ocean Drive is a really pretty run. You got the Bretton Reef, and it's really beautiful out there.
It is.
I kind of had a feeling that maybe, or I'm getting a sense that maybe it's an important place for you too. There are a lot of races during the year, but in summer I like going up because there's a lot of people.
Yes.
If you get up by Bretton Point, there's people flying kites, and it's really pretty. And you can stop and take a look.
Yeah.
It's always great scenery there.
Yeah.
That's my number two.
That's your number two?
Yeah. So what's your
my number one.
What's your number one? I'm sorry. I thought you wrote it for you. Is
that exact same spot. Ocean Drive there.
I had a feeling you'd do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great spot.
It really is. You have Fort Adams, and you can go out there. It's beautiful. There's a race there's a craft brew race out there that they normally have in the summer, and that's a fun
10-miler too.
It's always something going on in summer, and it's beautiful.
You go by the mansions.
You go by the mansions, right? You smell the salt air.
Oh, dude, with the breeze coming, the waves crashing against the rocks.
It's great.
It's a beautiful spot for a run in the summertime specifically. And there's a lot of hustle and bustle, families having fun, people are running, people are walking, like you said,
cyclists and
cyclists. It's just a great spot.
It really truly is. It's beautiful. And in the summer, there's nothing like it. You go out there in the winter and the fall, great times. It's tougher in the winter. In the summer, though, it's just great. And it's a little, it gets, hot and humid, but you're down by the water, so you can rest assured that there's going to be some kind of breeze down there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
and there's
rarely
a few
stagnant.
spots where you can stop and, hop in the ocean.
Yep, and cool off, so that helps.
Yeah.
And I always recommend planning that in, like a stop where you could just cool off.
Yes. So yeah, that's my number one, baby.
I'm sorry to steal your thunder.
That's all right. That's cool. We don't share our list before we get on.
Right, we don't.
So those things happen.
Those things do happen. Anyone know what my number one is?
What is it?
My number one is Narragansett.
Is it? All right.
I love it down there.
It is fantastic.
I spent lots of my younger years down in Narragansett. My childhood and college years, my summers were spent down there. And I love Ocean Road. Mm-hmm. There's lovely beaches. There's beautiful scenery. It's got everything.
It does.
Beaches, beautiful rocks and overlooks into the Atlantic Ocean and Narragansett Bay. Yep. You got Lighthouse. And during summer, there are lots of people. There's hustle and bustle. There's all the runners. There are cyclists, and it's just a great place to be.
It is,
and I love it. Narragansett, Rhode Island.
Clam cakes and chowder.
And then you can get some clam cakes and chowder afterward, or
some ice cream.
Ice cream. It's where do you get?
Hop on the ferry. Maybe take a trip to Block Island.
You can do that too. And Block Island's a great place to run too. A lot of hills, but it's wonderful.
But yeah, man, I don't blame you for having that on your list.
Yeah.
I did too, so.
Yeah, so folks, we hope that you enjoyed it. Our podcast today, episode 70, and we hope that maybe now we conjured up some thoughts that you have, so you can, kind of either reminisce about places that that you love to go to during the summer, and also, maybe it'll encourage you to get out there and go to those places again and revisit, because I like to revisit all of those places. So.
Me too.
And there are others too for me, but gosh, I could have done the top 10, but we just don't have time.
Maybe we'll episode 170.
That's right. We can do that. We can revisit this anytime.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Well, thank you all for listening. And, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Keep running.
Because it's good for you.